I'm ChezPride and welcome back to another Sims 4 kit review video. And today I am finally coming out with my review for the Sims 4 Kitchen Clutter Kit. Which, can I say, even with me being late reviewing and reacting to this, I'm still excited and have pretty high hopes for this kit. So the Sims 4 Kitchen Clutter Kit is a new Sims 4 build kit that, as you can probably guess, is full of clutter items that fit in your kitchen. But I think this is going to be a good kit, not only because we really do need more kitchen clutter, because I am constantly using the same kitchen clutter over and over and over again, but also we're getting some more appliances too, so it's not just clutter. I was hoping we were getting a new kitchen counter. Sadly, the one I was seeing in the pictures is Space Game. But I do think we are getting a new refrigerator and a new sink, which I think is pretty cool that we're getting those in a clutter kit. The only thing that makes me slightly nervous is that the fact that the items I've seen so far look slightly more traditional. I don't know how well they're going to fit into modern builds, and I'm going to be wanting to use this stuff in both types of builds. More so since some of the items are functional, like a cookie jar that gives you cookies, a grocery bag that lets you buy food at home. Very exciting things that I'm looking forward to showing off towards the end of the video. But before we jump into the build mode, you know I like to take a look at the little pop-up that you get when you buy any DLC. Well, most DLC. And these pop-ups just kind of have pictures and little descriptions that tell you about the DLC you just bought. So let's go ahead and go over those. So I know you guys have probably already been taking a look at these pictures while I've been rambling on, because they're about the only interesting thing to look at while I talk. And I've actually already gone over these pictures in detail while I was making another video last week. So we've already kind of talked about them, but there are some highlights that I wanted to talk about. One being we're not getting new counters or new wallpaper. So I got really excited when I saw the new sink and the new refrigerator. And these are very new base game kitchen counters. So I'm still not used to them because I haven't built with them yet. So I was like, oh, cool, we're getting a new counter to put the new sink on. No, we're just getting a new sink. You have to use base game counters. But the reason I thought we were getting new wallpaper, I questioned the brick. I was like, okay, there's that brick looks like the base game brick, but I saw this new tile and I was like, that I know is a new tile. And when I saw it half and half on the brick, I just assumed, if we're getting a half brick, half tile, then this must be a new full brick and a new full tile. I was completely wrong. Actually, these quote-unquote the tile wallpapers are actually square tile pieces you can brick together on the wall to make look like wallpaper that you can do like kitchen black backsplashes with, which is still kind of cool, but I was getting my hopes up and I think I expected a little too much from this kit, so I'm trying to bring my expectations down before I actually look into the kits. But some of the things I'm super excited for is the cereal box here. It has like void critters on it and whatnot. We have some new cooking station clutter here. We have a little lunch box. If we go back, I think this is the cookie jar that is functional. We have a new scale. All these new clutter items here. We actually have I can't tell if this is like a dessert or a plant. I think it's like, I don't know, but I'm excited to see what that is. We have a new cleaning supply box. I'm obsessed with the new fridge. We don't have fridge with clutter on it. I'm so excited to look at all the swatches and all the little different paintings. We had the functional grocery bag here, so you can click on this item and go grocery shopping from your home, which is a huge game changer. I don't know. There's a lot of pretty cool stuff coming in here. I'm not sure if the shelves are new. I would assume the shelves are new, but I may be wrong. But I know a lot of the clutter on the shelf is new. So let's go ahead and read this description real quick before we jump into the actual game and take a closer look and look at all the swatches and whatnot. So it says, signs of life. A whole lot of living happens in the kitchen, and this kit will help you highlight that with groceries, open cereal boxes, cleaning supplies, and more. There's even a refrigerator with magnets and drawings to show the impact of family on the space around them. And then the next section says, family friendly. The functional family focus items in this kit include a lunchbox. Okay, so apparently the lunchbox is functional. Kitchen timer. Oh, we're getting a kitchen timer. I forgot about that. I knew that, but I forgot about it. That excites me. A recipe tablet. Okay, I didn't know about that. Cookie jar and more. Whether the Sims are cooking or grabbing a quick bite to go, this kit has them covered. It's perfect for busy families. I'm surprised they didn't mention the grocery bag in there. Like, I'm really surprised by that, because I think that's a huge game changer. But anyways, yeah, I'm really excited about this. I think at the end of this video, we're totally going to have to go through all the items and see what's functional and what's not, because they're saying and more, and some of these I didn't even know about yet. So I'm really excited for that. I love when the clutter kits and like the build kits are like have some gameplay in them. Like, I know we technically haven't really got a gameplay kit in a while, but I feel like they're starting to include more items that have slightly new gameplay, which excites me, because when we first started getting kits, we got like no new gameplay with them unless it was a gameplay kit, and we only got like one gameplay kit. Everything else has kind of been like recycled material until we got like the new alarm clock with Little Simsies pack, which, to be fair, they were already planning on putting out in another base game thing. But still, they're starting to add new things into kits besides just new like items look wise. They're actually starting to add new functionality, and I appreciate that, especially since they gave us a gameplay kit and then never gave us another one. So I think they owe us. But let's go ahead and jump into build mode and see what this kit has to offer. Alright, so I have brought us in some test sims since some of these items are functional, and went ahead and cheated our money so we have nothing to worry about, and put us on a lot in Newcrest since that is the emptiest world of all of them. But also, I set this up a little bit differently than normal. So typically when I do a build and buy review, I have one big wall here, maybe a second wall either in front of it or beside it. And that's always to show off like wall colors and wall decor and wall lights and stuff like that. Well, as you can see, most of this is clutter, and considering it's kitchen clutter, I'm assuming most of it is meant to go on a kitchen counter. So I went ahead and just drew us a big old box and put a door into it so our Sims could get into it, and gave us like a million kitchen counters. I don't think we're actually going to need this many kitchen counters, but I'm also just curious of how well the slotting on the items and the counters are going to work, because one of the biggest annoyances I have with making kitchens is trying to get all the clutter to fit on the counter and still have a functional counter. So I'm curious how much room these items are going to take up. So I've given us plenty of counter space to experiment, but let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. So this clutter kit does have 31 items, which honestly is really good. Like, Little Simsies kit is about the only kit I can really compare to this, and I only say that not because of the fact of what it is, because they're two completely opposite kits. One's like a gamer, office, comfy kit, and then this one is obviously very kitchen clutter, but they're both clutter kits that come with furniture items, and her kit had 30. So 31 I feel like is pretty good considering we got the refrigerator and a bunch of other functional objects. So I will say, so far just by the item count, I'm more impressed with this one than I was the Create a Sim kit, so good on that. But let's go ahead and just jump into placing stuff down, because I went ahead and filtered by everything. So this is literally everything comes in the pack. There's no build items, there's no wallpaper, there's no flooring, obviously no gates or fences or anything like that. It's literally just a clutter kit that has functional items. Alright, so let's start out by this. And honestly, the reason that all of these are unstarred is just because I had to figure out what in the world this was. So at first you look at it, it's like, is that a bar? That looks like a bar. It's not a bar. It actually counts as a shelf. I thought at first it was a bar, and then by reading the description, it said, with Culinary Caddy, it's like your kitchen has become mobile. Just remember, it's not a race car, even if it has handles, corners like one. So I just thought, oh, is it a portable counter? No, it's literally a shelf. It's an off-the-wall shelf, which I don't think we have that many off-the-wall shelves. Like, we normally have, like, shelves that go up on the wall when it counts as a shelf. But no, this is just a full-on mobile shelf, which I thought was kind of cool. It's definitely not something we really have in the game yet, so I thought it was interesting. But as you can see, there's a bunch of, like, pots and pans and dishes and a little rag on the side. But I'm assuming, yeah, it just comes in a bunch of wood colors. So we have all those natural wood colors plus some blues and some pinks and some grays and blacks for some more fun. I don't know why I'm liking the tan and, like, the yellowish wood color. I think that's really cute. But that also doesn't fit the vibe in here. I guess I could go with something that fits the vibe a little bit more in here. Maybe like this light blue. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter that much. But I am curious how well the slotting works on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick up a random item. Let's see. It looks like it has at least 2 medium slots, several small slots, which I'm glad to see. And do we have... Yeah, obviously the sink can't go on it or anything, but... Oh, even the cleaning supplies tubs fits on it. And there's a slot down here. Okay, that's kind of cute. Alright. But now, let's look at the other items. I'm just going to go in order, even though the ones I'm most excited for are actually at the end. I guess that'll keep me encouraged. But still, they're all the way at the end. Alright. But let's go ahead. We have a snap sash bin, small and large. So I'm going to start placing items down here because I kind of have plans for these counters. So with these, we have this one and this one. I like how they slot next to each other really well. That's nice. They have the exact same colors, so I'm just going to show you on the larger one. But we have like a flour bin. I think those are beans, popcorn, more nuts, dried fruit, French fries, question mark? I don't know why you put French fries in something like this, but that's what it looks like. Maybe they're French onions. I don't know. We got like some kind of like pea or vegetable. We have like a berry. And I have no idea what that is. That just looks like rocks to me. I don't know. But it has a bunch of ingredients basically, which I think is kind of fun. And I pulled this out earlier. I thought it was going to be like a wall shelf from the little icon. No, it's actually a slice of life cutting board. So we have like a crooked cutting board you could put like on the back of the counter as if it's like forgotten or something. But it does take up pretty much a whole counter space, which is not ideal. But I do like the fact we have a cutting board. I think this is really nice. We don't have a lot of cutting boards in the game. I would have honestly kind of preferred a cutting board on the wall. Like, I think, like, if it was going to be a fully just decor piece, that it should be up on the wall so that you could, like, pretend your Sims, pull it off the wall and start cooking with it. But it is nice to have one on the counter, too. I just think it takes up too much space. Well, it kind of depends. Are Sims going to be able to cook on top of it? Because if they're able to just cook through it and it just look like they're using the cutting board, that would be really cool. But if it's going to take up almost a whole counter space and not be able to be cooked through, that would be kind of annoying for gameplay. Cute for builds, annoying for gameplay. Alright, but now let's go ahead and look at this. So this is a scale, and honestly, I was assuming this was going to be like the cutting board and just like fit in the center, but it actually slots really well. I'm pretty happy with that. And from the pictures, you can place stuff like the jars on top of them and stuff, which is super cute. I love that. But we do have it just a regular kitchen scale. It comes in all the pretty pastel colors as well as some of the wooden colors. I think this is really nice. We don't really have a scale like this. We have scales, but like pharmacy scales, they're not really like this. So we have at least that new item. And then this is one of the functional items, which is just a sink. So we have a new kitchen sink, which is why I was really surprised we didn't get counters. Like, I am aware this is a kit that is mainly a clutter kit, so I probably shouldn't expect counters. But if we're getting a new sink, I feel like we should get a new counter. Just like I feel like with the third kit I haven't reviewed yet, just for my personal standpoints, if we're getting a new microwave, we should get a new counter because the item is not functional or cannot slot to anything but a counter. But, you know, personal issues, you guys. Alright, so it looks like we have this sink that comes in some metal and fun colors. So this is like a silver with a yellow. Then we got like a blue kind of going on, a bluish, like a light bluish silver. We have silver and pink. We have all silver. We have all black. We have all brass and all copper, whatever those two are. I don't know. I think the all black looks really nice, but I think I'm looking at it with the black countertop and thinking it matches really well. I do like the other swatches though. Like the stainless steel silver is really nice. I like the fact that there's dishes in the sink. We don't really have that very often. Like, we have a sink that has like a rack on it, but we don't have just like dirty dishes in a sink. So I think that's a really nice touch. And now we have a plant. You cannot have a kitchen without having a plant in this game. So we have a 3 little box planter situation. Honestly, I want to put this up in a bay window. I know placing things in bay windows is such a pain, but look, think how cute, like a little bay window above the kitchen sink with these plants in it. How cute that would look. Like, oh my god, I would love that. But that's all the colors that comes in. And next we have that tile I thought was going to be a wallpaper. No, it's a placeable tile, which I can dig them doing this to an extent. Like, I understand that they're trying to make, like, functional wall pieces where you can really match them with any wallpaper. And they've done this as, like, backsplashes for kitchens. So it makes sense they would do it for this one. But I don't know. I just have mixed feelings. Like, I would have personally rather had a wallpaper. But it's fine. We're fine. But it does place like this. I don't like that. You can see that definite line in it. That's actually kind of annoying. But more curious I was to see how well it's going to slot behind countertops. So if you have a normal wall height, it seems to clip a little bit underneath the counter, but I think that's good because it makes it to where like it raises right. We do have them stacked that they can stack all the way from the floor to the top on regular wall height. But I'm curious if I made this medium wall for a minute and kept going up. Okay, so medium wall is 4 of them. And then let's go ahead and make it a large wall height. So a large wall height is 5. So if you want to go from top to bottom, 3 is small, 4 is medium, 5 is large. And I'm just kind of curious if I move the counters up Like, if I were to, like, do it like this, like, as if it was medium wall height, let's put it back to medium wall height. Like, what if we wanted to put the counters all the way up here? Which I never do. But I guess that's not horrible. I wish that it went, like, there and there. I guess that makes more sense. I don't know. Sorry. I just wanted to experiment around with the placing on those. I'm not a huge fan on how you can definitely tell they're like tile pieces on the edges and they don't really merge together. But again, I would prefer a wallpaper. So maybe I'm looking at this too much like a wallpaper and not enough as an accent piece. We have this tealish blue, we have this light blue, we have this pink, we have this yellow. This looks like a yellow brick road. I'm obsessed with it. We have a white. We have a tannish color. We have a gray color. We have an all white and an all black. Ooh, the all black with the white outlining is really nice. But I'm kind of really liking the like yellow goldish one. I think that one's my favorite swatch. All right. And then the next item is also a wall item, but it's just a regular wall decor piece. So I'm assuming it has some fun food swatches considering this first picture is kind of like a fruit theme. We have a coffee. We have a live, laugh, love, or a verb in this. It has a bunch of cooking utensils. We have more cooking utensils. We have a peanut butter sandwich with a little jelly bow. Oh, that is so cute. We have a broccoli, which I think, if I remember, Little Simsy was really excited about because of her new legacy. We have some void critters. Oh my god, this is literally my Sims' favorite void critter. I have to put this in their new kitchen. That's a must. I must remember that. I like that all the frames are like well, they're not all the same color, but they're all like similar colors. There's only a couple of different frame differentiations, so that makes it easier to place the items together if you want to use like more than one swatch in somewhere. But it looks like we have like a summer themed freezer bunny. We have a llama that's like a cereal box. I'm assuming these are the cereal box covers that we're getting on the cereal boxes. So we have void critter, we have freezer bunny, and we have llama. And then we have a cooking pots and pans with some utensils. We have a wine glass, which I think is very handy. We have a grilled cheese. Okay, that one's my favorite. We have a lemon, and we have a coffee. I really like the grilled cheese. I think the grilled cheese is so cute. I really like that. Okay. And then the next item is this jar. Like I said, it can slot onto the scale, but it is also just an item you can slot by itself. So it says it's just a kitchen store jar. So we have it in like where it's storing something like a grayish blue. We have some like animal crackers. We have, are those lemons? Those look like wedge lemons, but I'm not 100% sure. We have, well, I'm assuming carrots. We have, that looks like red onion, but I'm not sure. And some beans. I don't know, I feel like the beans is the most realistic. Alright, so we have a storage chart, and then this is those cereal boxes I was talking about. And as I predicted, they do match the poster. So basically, the cereal boxes, like, have a bunch of, like, kids cereal characters on them, which I think is so cute and so realistic. I grew up eating a bunch of cereal and, like, going to the grocery store and going down the grocery aisle and, like, being able to pick 1 or 2 boxes of cereal every time we went. I don't know. I was a big cereal girl, so seeing cereal boxes in the game, really, I enjoy that. I do wish they weren't open. That is a pet peeve of mine in real life, is leaving boxes open, because I don't like for food to go stale. But it's still cute. But we have the void critter, we have the llama and the freezer bunny. We have some regular looking cereal too, so it's not just all kids. Okay, the kids are more fun though. Oh, and it looks like we have the same swatches. So there's 5 swatches, but 2 rounds of them, because some of them have the cereal poured out in front of them. That's actually kind of adorable. Alright, it looks like this next item is the nude soap thing. Oh, it has a little scrub brush, so like you could totally pretend you're like washing dishes. Most of the soaps we have, even the multi soaps like this, are very much bathroom looking. This is like the really like first kitchen looking one. We have a scrub brush, we have like literally a sponge, we have 2 different soaps, so we have like a dishwashing soap and a hand soap. I think this is really neat. I do wish it was slightly smaller and it slotted to the sink better, but I think that's just more of a personal issue on my part. Alright, and now we have Bake Off Besties. What is this? Oh, it's a little oven mitt. Oh, that's so cute. I actually love that. I would like to also have this as a wall piece. It comes in all those same colors here with the pinks and the yellows and the blue. It even has some like patterned ones. That is really cute. It has a little square oven mitt under it. So you have both like hand and the square. Oh, that's nice. That's nice clutter. I could see putting that on the counter next to my oven. Love that. Love that. Okay. And then we have a brew and sip tea mug tree. So we have a new little mug accessory to go with your coffee pots. And honestly, this one looks and slots so much better than the like base game ones we have. We have like a mug rack. We do have some small decor mug clutter that's typically really good. But this as like a mug holder and store with the little spoons, I think this is really cute. Now, this is one of the items that I don't think would go well in a modern house, which I hate to admit because like I want to use all this stuff in traditional and modern, and most of it so far fits in both better than I thought it would. But this is one of those items I think is definitely meant for more traditional homes. Same with this. Well, I guess this isn't too traditional looking, but it's a classic kitchen counter canister. So basically you can just pretend there's like sugar or something in here. So, and it does go with everything well. I guess it's not the worst. I don't know. I feel like, especially in these wood swatches, like it looks more traditional. And then, of course, it couldn't be a kitchen clutter pack without some bowls and plates stacked up. I wonder if there's going to be any dirty swatches. I think they're all clean. Okay, they're all clean. But we have all of these items in all the colors. I don't know. I think I'm digging the yellowish tan colors in this pack. I don't know why. I just am. So we have a stack of dishes. And then we have a dish drying rack. So this is like you put beside your sink and pretend that you're putting dishes in it. We do have stuff like this in the game, but it's definitely smaller and has less dishes in it. Even though this does take up more room, I think this looks more realistic than the smaller ones we have, especially for bigger families. I get a feeling that this kitchen stuff is kind of aimed towards bigger families. So, I don't know. I think that's cute. And then we have the functional cookie jar. I know I said I was going to test to see how much I could fit on all these counters, but I think I'm just going to leave this one on the counter by itself because I think this is a big statement piece. So apparently you can go up to this jar and click on it and it'll give you a plate of cookies, which I think is really cool, especially if you don't have to like cook them. I don't know. I think it's a cute, quick way to get some cookies. I do like the pink top on this one. I don't know why. I'm digging the pinks in this pack. It's like a dark rose pink, and I really like that. Alright, but we have the cookies. It's just one type of cookie. It's just chocolate chip, but it's still cute. And then we have this cleaning bucket that I was showing you guys earlier. Honestly, I don't know if I want the cleaning bucket to be with all the kitchen clutter. I know it's kitchen clutter, but it's like kitchen clutter. Maybe I can just go ahead and put it on the portable shelf. That makes more sense than being on the kitchen counter. But we have this cleaning bucket, which I think we need more cleaning buckets. So I'm happy with this. But it has like a spray bottle, a little dish soap thing. It has a scrub brush. We have some extra sponges. And it comes in some plastic taupe colors. It has that tealish blue, the light blue, the pink I like, the yellow I like, the tannish color, gray, and black. So I'm going to put this in the yellow. Well, actually, the thingy's blue. So we'll match the blue. And then we have the item that is a clutter item that I'm probably most excited for. And there's no reason I should be this excited for it other than the fact that I'm so tired of using the ones we already have. Like, we have like 1 or 2 in the base game. We have a couple that come in a pack, but they look more country style. I needed a new utensil holder. And this has plastic and wooden spoons. Normally I have to choose between wooden and plastic, and this one has both. It has a big wooden mixing spoon. It has a plastic spatula. It has some tongs. It comes in wood colors, so it does look slightly more traditional, but I definitely think like in the black swatch or something, it could fit into a modern home. I'm really excited for this object, like way more excited than I should be, honestly. Like, you would think a small thing utensils wouldn't excite me, but I get so tired of using the same ones over and over again, so I'm so glad to get more. And then we have a flower-powered assembly. Oh, it's like a little, cookie, cake making station. That's cute. For someone that makes, over 300 cookies, if not over 500 cookies every year for Christmas, this is really cute. This is really cute. It also could probably pass for a pancake in that swatch. I don't know. I think that's cute, though. I really like that. And, this one was the flower power symbol. This one's even more cookie, really. I know I'm going a little bit out of order here, so I'm sorry. But this is, basically the same thing, but specifically with cookies. It has a rolling pin. It has cookie cutters and cookies cut out into star shapes, little chocolate chips to put on. I don't know. This is all really cute to me. I really like it. I like the fact that you can put both on one counter, so it's like one big cookie mess. I really like that. And then another item I was looking forward to is the Cook Pro display. Now, I don't know if this is actually functional or not. I'm going to have to test that out. But it's basically like the recipe book we have, but on a tablet. So you have all the wood colors plus some of the fun colors here, and it has the tablet just propped up on it. I think that's super cute. I like that a lot. And then we have the Clutter carousel. So here you kind of just have a bunch of random cooking items. So you have some oils, you have maybe a box that has garlic or something in it, you have some condiments, you have a flour bag, just random kitchen things that you might need. And I think that this would go really well with some of the fountains we have. I don't know, especially the fountain from Wedding Days. I think, I know it's not as fancy, but it's the same shape. I feel like it would go really well. And then we have the Flavor Haven. So this is basically just a big spice rack. So it has all your different spices and whatnot. I typically don't put that many spices on my kitchen counter. I know we have spices clutter, but I just don't use it very often. But this is cute. This is cute. Can you slot stuff on that? No. I thought it was going to be stackable for a minute, but it's not. Oh, but I do remember hearing that no, that's a different pack. Never mind. The totes from the next pack I'm reviewing are stackable. I forgot it wasn't this pack. Sorry. Anyways, so we only have about 6 more items to go. So we have the spice rack, and then this is another item I'm way too excited for, but it's a new cutting knife board, and it also has scissors, which I think is realistic. I wish that the blades were a little bit more 3D. You can obviously tell they're super painted on, but I still think this is really cute. I don't think we have enough knife blocks. I know you can make knife blocks in the game, but I don't want to always have to make one. I know we have some, but I feel like we just need more, and this one's so nice. I like how thin it is. And it can really fit on the corner well. I don't know. I just really like this. And then we have another wall piece. This is going to be, I believe, our last wall piece. And it's a bountifully harvest basket. So I didn't know if it was going to be fruits or dessert, but it looks like it is fruits and vegetables. Just like a little wall hanger. I love that they've been doing the wall hangers instead of the ceiling hangers, because when you have stuff hanging from the ceiling, like, it's hard when the wall height is higher to have it be at a realistic height. But with the wall hanger stuff, you can put it at any wall height. So I really like that. So here are all of the little swatches. It has all the same fruits and vegetables, so the basket colors change. I think these blue baskets are really cute. I like that. All right. And then I believe this is also a functional item. I'm not 100% sure how it's functional. I think you can like feed your toddlers out of it. I may be wrong. It may not be functional. So I'll just put it here and we can test it. But they said something in the description about a functional lunchbox. I was pretty sure. So we have this lunchbox. It comes in the blues, it comes in the pinks, another blue, yellow, gray, and black. I'm like digging the yellow. I love that it's like an open box. It has like a PB&J sandwich, some vegetables, a little cheese and cracker cup, and a little juice box. Very realistic for like taking your lunch to school. I think that's really cute. And then this object, I know, or at least I hope, with the way they advertised it, is functional. Recently, we just got the addition to functional alarm clocks, so I assume that this would be a functional kitchen timer. Again, I may be wrong. We're about to test all this, but it does fit really well on the counter. It slots really well. I'm really impressed with the slotting of these items. And also, I feel like we haven't had blue anywhere else in this pack, and like dark blue anywhere else in this pack, and all of a sudden this item has dark blue. Random! Okay, the fridge I'm going to do last. So right quick, let me test out, I want to test out the grocery bag. Because it can look good, like kind of just shoved on the floor, maybe between the counters or something. But it does also fit pretty decently well on the counter. Like, I think that's a pretty good fit for the counter, especially if you can, like, you can, like, scoot it this way and kind of have it shoved up in the corner or something. I don't know. I think this is really cute. And like I said, this is functional. Your Sims can click on it and go grocery shopping. So it has, like, some fruits and vegetables. We have some milk. We have some bread and a couple of other things. And it's just like a cute little plastic, or not plastic, but cloth tote to prevent plastic is what I was going to say. But we have like a cloth tote with some writing, a regular cloth tote, a white one, a dark and light blue. We have a white and dark blue. Okay, I guess this is where the dark blues are coming in. We have a white and red. We have a green. We have a red. We have a blue. We have a yellow. We have a blank gray and a blank black. I don't know. I'm digging the red and pink. I think that's super cute. I like that. And now, the other object I'm so excited for is the new refrigerator. So like I said, this isn't all clutter. We have the grocery bag. We have some functional clutter. We have the sink. We have the fridge. All of this is kind of functional. But this is the first fridge we're getting to have clutter on it. Now, I'm not impressed with the quality. I think the images could be way higher quality. But it's still really cute having clutter on it. I hope to get an upgraded version of this soon, or at least at some point in the future, that has more drawings that are better quality. It does also have a plain white and black swatch, which is really nice because the plain swatches look like really nice and modern, and I'm into that. But I'm digging like the cute swatches. Even if it's not the best quality, it's still cute because we don't have anything like this yet. And guys, that is literally all the items. Let's see. To place down all the items, considering some of them I probably could have merged together better, it really only took... I'm going to count this not as the sink because this stuff this soap thing could fit on one of these counters. Basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 counters to take up all this stuff. Really, I probably could have got away with 10. Which, I mean, is a lot of counter room considering most counters or kitchens don't have that many counters, and you do still have to have a room for your sim to cook. So if you take up too much counter space, like other than just like the very corner here, like this or something, it's very much not going to be functional for you to cook on it. But I do like, I mean, honestly, I don't think, unless you're just making a pack build specifically, I don't think you're going to use all of this clutter in one kitchen. So I do appreciate, one, how it slots, the amount of items we get. I was hoping to fit it on like 10 or less counters, or less than 10 counters. I think I could probably get away with 10. I do like the fact it comes with appliances, wall pieces, and this like mobile shelf, which it confuses me, but I like it. So all the items itself, I like the functionality, I like the slotting. Now let's go ahead and test out the actual gameplay. Obviously, we don't really need to test out the sink or the fridge. It's going to work exactly the same. But right quick, I just want to go through and click on everything that is functional. I'm also really curious if you can cook on top of this kitchen board, but I don't think we're going to test that today. Oh, you can grab cereal from the cereal boxes. Okay, let's have Grandma come grab some cereal. Let's see, what else is functional? Alright, you can come grab a cookie. The tablet is obviously functional. They wouldn't really make stuff like this, but it looks like that you can cook or bake from it, just like you could a stove or an oven. So that's actually kind of handy. That's actually really handy. And then you can, from here, create a family recipe. I don't remember if that's specifically the new pack or if that came in base game. But if you have the pack, or if it is base game, you can create a family recipe. You can prepare a family recipe. You can apparently do canning. You can cook a grand meal. And once you have family recipes, you can view, teach, or prepare family recipes. That's actually really cute. I know that's bringing in some pack play from other packs, but I think it's really cute to have all of this in one place. So I'm not going to click on it, and he would just use it like a normal tablet, I would assume. But it is cute that it's functional. Let's see. Okay, the lunchbox is functional, and you can have a quick meal or grab a drink from it. So I guess it's like the coolers. It's kind of the same concept, but smaller in an clutter item. Oh, yes, you can set the alarm. Okay, so basically, this is giving all the same options the alarm clock gives. So we can set an alarm for a room and choose what time of day. It doesn't exactly work like a timer like I was hoping it would. You can't set it for a certain amount of minutes or a certain amount of hours, but you can set it for a certain time. So it kind of works like the alarm clock, but it's meant to be for the kitchen. And then this, you can either open, I guess you can store groceries in it and put it in your inventory. Can you put this in your inventory? Huh. I don't know why you could store groceries in it if you can't put it in your inventory. I guess if you couldn't afford a fridge, you could put the food in the back. I don't know. I wonder how long it keeps it fresh, though. But what I'm excited about is that you can click on purchase groceries, and you don't have to go to the town to go grocery shopping anymore, or the computer. You can literally just have this bag, and you can do all of this grocery shopping. It includes all the stuff from like cottage living and stuff. I love this. I think this is such a cool item to have in your home, because normally you have to go out of your way to go grocery shopping, and if you are like doing simple living or living off the land, it can be really annoying. And now you have this, and it's really cute, and I really like it. But right quick, I do want to see them grab cereal and cookies. I'm assuming it's just going to be like you grab them and you got them. But right quick, let's just see how it looks. Oh, they're both elders, so they're moving kind of slow. Yeah, they literally just grabbed the the cookies and the cereal and just start eating them. It does only give one plate. I was honestly kind of hoping that the items that you grab food from would be a little bit more of an intense process, but it's fine. This is fine. We're fine. But this is a really cute pack. I definitely want to consider it a gameplay pack. It does come with some new gameplay features, kinda, with like the tablet, but it's all linked to gameplay we already had. But I do like the new fridge and the new sink and the new grocery bag, and most of the clutter I thought was really cool. Like, honestly, I could see myself using most of this. Probably not use the scale a lot. I'm questioning the cooking board. But the rest of this I can definitely see myself using a lot. But guys, I think that's going to be the end of this review. I know I've gone on quite a minute. How long has that been on? Apparently at some point I turned my camera in-game on. Whoops. Okay. But honestly, I really like this pack. I think this is a really good clutter kit if you're looking to add some stuff to your kitchen. I know I am. I always get and use the same things over and over again. And this is going to give me more stuff to use in the kitchen because I love a cluttered kitchen. Like, I don't like it so cluttered it's dysfunctional, but I love a cluttered kitchen. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end this one here. So, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all the awesome stuff because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. All right, bye!